What's up, Nail Geeks? I am back again with my, I believe, third post at this point for Black Friday releases. This is from Quixotic Polish. We have a 9-piece set full of toppers, multi-chrome shimmers, beautiful Corellis, and 2 new creams to add to her lineup. She is also having a Black Friday sale that will go along with this collection, and the collection is eligible for discount. I will go over all of that at the very end of the video. So before I dive in, you guys were so understanding and wonderful as to the squeaking noises in the background. So I went ahead and I'm just going to show you guys real quick the kitty in question that is causing all the noise in the background on some of these videos. So here she is. We found her in a parking lot. She is a little thin, so we're going to plump her up, and I'm not sure if we're going to keep her yet. So there's that. So back to the polish. First up, we've got Blue Fur. This is an emerald shimmer with green to blue shifting shimmer and hollow micro flakes. When this releases, it will be 10. So this one is a beautiful, beautiful multi-chrome. The formula on it has that really nice metallic feel to it, so it applies very opaque on the nail. As you can see here on that first coat, I've got lovely coverage. This is very glowy. It's got that wonderful almost frosted feel to it from the metallic shimmer going on here. It is very beautiful in person, in bright lights, and in normal lighting. You will see it as that wonderful emerald green. On extreme angles, you'll see it shift over to blue. Very, very pretty. I think this one is really the holidays essentially in a bottle. For this, I'm going to suggest 2 coats for opacity, and you'll get wonderful coverage. Here on the full hand shot, I am wearing a glossy top coat. I do think any top coat will be just fine with this one, and you'll get that really nice scattered holographic effect. And next we've got Winter's Eve. This is an icy baby blue shimmer with aqua to purple to pink shifting micro flake. When this releases, it will be 10. So this is, in my opinion, more of a Corelli feel on application, though it does apply very opaque on the nail. On this first coat here, you can see what I'm talking about. It really stays where you put it. There is a bit of a squish factor to it on application and very lovely buildup. Now this one does dry down a little bit on the matte side, so personally I would recommend a glossy top coat to really make those flakes pop. This is very, very pretty. In person, you'll easily see a purple shift on those micro flakes, and on extreme angles, you'll see a pink come out to play. On Winter's Eve, I would suggest 2 coats for opacity, though with the caveat that if you've got longer nails, you'll probably need a 3rd thin coat just to kind of even everything out. Here on the full hand shot, once again, I am wearing a glossy top coat, and you can just see all those tiny little micro flakes make up just a really lovely opaque feel in person. And next we've got Pixie Stick. This is a deep royal purple with blue to pink shimmer and decorated with silver micro galaxy glitters. When this one releases, it will be 10. In my experience, this brand makes wonderful shifty multi-chrome type polishes, and this is no exception. So on Pixie Stick, I'm going to suggest 2 coats for full opacity. This applies wonderfully on the nail. This one also has a touch of that squishy factor on your brush strokes, making the formula stay where you place it. In the background, you will see there is that really lovely purple type shade, and the shimmer here just takes center stage. You'll mostly see it coming off as this really glowy type of blue, and on angles, you'll see it shift over to like a pinkish type of fuchsia. Very nice. It also has lots and lots of self-leveling on it. Really wonderful. I do think if you've got longer nails, a 3rd coat might be needed. And on the full hand shot, you are seeing a glossy top coat applied. And next up, we've got Garland. This is a golden holographic base with beige to gold to green shifting pigments and hollow micro flakes. On release, this one will be 10. This is another very intense shade in the collection. It is absolutely stunning. I wore it a little bit afterwards after I swatched this collection, and just to really appreciate it, how I was going to see it in the lighting and what I needed to report back on it. In person, this is what I would consider almost an antiqued type gold. Now, what's really interesting to me on it is that multi-chrome shimmer going on. You'll see it have this wonderful golden glow, and then on angles, you'll see it shift over to a lovely green. This is really complex and very interesting to me, very unique in my opinion. Those gold microflakes are all over the place, so you'll get a really nice, very strong linear effect from it. And we have a wonderful metallic feel on those brush strokes. Lots of self-leveling with this one too. And on the full hand shot, you are seeing a glossy top coat applied. And next up, we've got Snowcap. This is a translucent white base with pink to gold shimmer and pink to gold iridescent flakes. This one is intended to be used as a topper over a white base, although it does work well on its own. And because of that, I'm going to show it to you both ways worn. So first, I'm showing you guys it on its own here. I personally thought this was absolutely gorgeous just wearing it alone. So for opacity, if you do choose to wear it by itself, I would suggest between 2 and 3 coats depending on your preference. Though I want to note that base is very soft, so you're going to see a touch of your visible nail line regardless. This is just crazy, crazy glowing. In person, you'll easily see that very strong ethereal type of pink, and you'll see it shift over to gold, and I dare say there is a touch of green at the angles here too. So much going on here, and you can see on the full hand shot, I did go ahead and put a glossy top coat on, very delicate but just super glowy and very luminescent. Now here I am wearing a white base coat. If you're curious, it's Night Owl Lacquer's Ya Basic White. I did apply Snowcap in 1 coat over it. I do apologize. I feel like it's being a touch on the subtle side in the video. My camera tends to kind of freak out. I guess it's my skin tone against a white color. It'll just overdo the contrast here, so I apologize about that. But I think you can kind of get an idea on that full hand shot. There's a really lovely unicorn-like feel. Very, very luminescent. And next we have Soiree. This is a royal blue cream, opaque in 1 to 2 coats for using as a base for toppers. Now this is a wonderful cream. I think that bottle shot was coming off just a touch more electric than what I'm seeing in person. This is definitely a royal blue, wonderful, beautiful shade in my opinion. I think the application video and my swatches are going to give you a better idea of the shade of blue, exactly what it is. I think that bottle getting kind of close to my lens on the bottle shot was kind of making it explode in color a little bit. So here I'm going in for 2 coats on this one. I do feel like it has almost a feel of a crelly-like way on the brush strokes. It does have just a pinch of a squish to it on the application. So personally, if you do wear it alone, I would recommend going in with 2 coats for it, and you'll have beautiful coverage. As you can see on that second coat, it's got very strong self-leveling properties to it. On the full hand shot, I am not wearing a top coat with it, as I'm going to use the next polish with it. So this is sprinkling and is a pink to gold to green iridescent microflake topper, though it has a smaller particle to it. This is best layered over a dark base, especially that new blue cream Soiree. So here I'm going in 1 coat over Soiree. This is so stunning in person. I do agree that the particle size to this type of shimmer in particular is of the larger size. So personally, I think if you went in with 2 coats, it would be just really in your face and striking. Though personally, I think that what you'll get off of a first coat is perfect opacity for a topper. So I think it is very generous on the first coat, and as you can see here, you'll get that very strong fuchsia-like pink that gives you an incredible luminescent effect. In person, this easily shifts over to gold and green at angles. And next we've got Evening Peace. This is a lavender leaning greige cream, opaque in 1 to 2 coats. So very lovely lavender. There is a strong dusky feel going on with it, so a great undertone happening here. This one feels just a touch more opaque than Soiree, the blue cream, did. It feels like a true heavy cream to me, and I mean that in the best way possible. Those of you who have been subscribed for a little while, you know I prefer my creams on the heavier side. As you can see here, this is a 1-coater cream. Beautiful, beautiful formula. It's buttery smooth, very strong self-leveling properties. As you can see on that last brush stroke, I kind of went in a little heavy, but it still evened itself out. So wonderful formula on this one. I can't really see anybody needing to go to 2 coats unless you went in very thin. Now the next polish is Fusion. This is a grayed out purple curly base packed with pink iridescent flakes. You can use this one on its own, or you can also wear it over a base color. I'm using it with Evening Peace, as that is the intended matching polish with it. So when you do wear it like this, I would recommend going in with just 1 coat with Fusion over that 1 coat of Evening Peace, and you'll get this really lovely, strong, flaky effect with it. This is a very dense topper if you do wear it as such. As you can see on the full hand shot, lots of flakes was on my nail, and the base color to Fusion definitely matches up with Evening Peace. Now next I'm going to show you guys Fusion on its own. This one does have that really nice transitional type formula, in that obviously, as you saw before, it can definitely be worn as a topper, but wearing it on its own, it does give off that really delicate type feel. So I think regardless of how you wear it, if you do wear it on its own, you will see a touch of your visible nail line. So personally, I took it up to 2 coats. I thought it looked just fine, just like that. In brighter lighting, yes, I could see a touch of my free edge, but I thought it was just perfect. So those flakes are really delicious, and they mostly come off as a very strong coppery pink shades, and you'll easily see them shift over to green in person in shaded lightings. Very, very pretty. This one also has a lovely squishy crelly-like formula to it. It does dry down semi-glossy, so I think any top coat will be just fine with it. Now the Cold Front collection, the one I just went over, will be available starting November 29th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. This time we'll also have the Black Friday sale, which will run until that Friday at 11:59 Pacific time. So the details, I'm going to break it down real quick for you guys. Fall creams and another shade will be all lowered down to $8 on Black Friday, and you can take an additional 30% off of them, making them $5.60 a bottle. Those creams will not be restocked once they sell out, so personally I would grab them if you are wanting them, especially at $5 a bottle. That's a great deal. And all orders over $15 will be eligible for an automatic 30% off, and shipping will be combined if you do decide to make multiple orders. There is a free mystery polish that will be available too, that is going to be added to all orders over $50. Now I want to note that mystery polish is limited to only the first 50 orders. All shipping discounts and percentage discounts will be applied automatically at checkout, and those discounts also includes this collection. Yay! So I'm going to break all this down in the description box below for you all. I'll also link you guys to Quixotic Polish's Facebook fan group if you want to look up swatches of the fall creams and the other shades that will be discounted. Highly recommend you guys check it out. I'll also link you guys below to Quixotic's shop so you guys can check out those polishes too and get an idea if you're getting a wish list ready to go for yourself. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I have several more posts for Black Friday coming up, so stay tuned and you will hear from me in the next video.